Welcome back to the show. You know, we've been talking about Stand Against Racism, a part of the YWCA's initiative. And I have two very special people with me. I have Ms. Laura Rayl from Providence Care, the marketing manager for Providence Care. And then I also have a dear friend, Ms. Andrea Casey of the National Council of Negro Women, which is the Bethune-Leonard section right here in Charleston. How are you ladies doing today? You know, I always say it's great when we can sit down, ladies, and talk about women's issues. How important is that? I mean, that's something that I think that as you're sitting out there, you're looking at us, you can just feel the energy of all these women, right?
Absolutely, and it is very important.
It is very important. You know, Laura, I want to start with you because your involvement is very important because you are a part of Providence Care. And then together, how did that happen that you came to the YWCA?
Well, I have been involved in the long-term care world for many, many years, and the YWCA, the NCNW, and the Center for Women have a great collaboration, and they have partnered with National AARP, who developed some materials called Decide, Create, and Share, and we are going to do a presentation workshop free to the public here at the YWCA, and it will be for women to help them understand about long-term care planning. So it is so important. We have 50,000 baby boomers retiring every day. Long-term care needs are growing unbelievably. Women are the ones who end up taking care of their family and their friends. They live longer. On average, they live 5 years longer than men. And they're going to be the ones that are going to be needing more care, and they need to do the planning. So we want to provide resources, we want to provide materials, we want to give them the knowledge that they need to have successful futures.
That's right. You know, I was talking about the fact that my mother, hi mother, Dr. Catherine McCartry, is 93 years old. And you think about that long-term care, you know, it's so important as we're taking care of our family members. And so we have to do a better job. And so you can find out more about that. Laura, when is the discussion going to happen?
The workshop is free to the public. It's going to be at the YWCA on April the 27th from 10 a.m. to 12 noon. So it's only a couple hours. The first segment is going to be talking about home and community. The second segment is going to be talking about healthy living. And then on June the 1st, we're going to do another presentation, and it will be focusing on the financial and legal aspects of long-term care planning. So we really want to encourage women of our community to come out and learn about this. We're going to have some people that are specifically involved and experts in the fields that we're going to be talking about to answer questions. So it'll be a great day. It'll be a great event.
Yeah, it's going to be a wonderful event. As I said, the whole initiative and program about the Stand Against Racism is not just Stand Against Racism, folks. It's about a whole lot of other issues, you know. And Andrea, you are the president for the NCNW, which is the National Council of Negro Women, the Bethune-Leonard section here in Charleston. Tell us a little bit about the organization, just a little short history.
Okay, the National Council of Negro Women was organized in 1935 at Miracle Bethune. Dr. Irene Height was the executive director until she died in 2012. In our section, we're celebrating our 25th year of existence, and it was initially chartered in September 3rd. In 1985 by Reverend Helen T. McCune.
That's right. Oh yes, my sorority sister. Yes.
And so we have been actively involved in community since our existence. The national partner with the AARP, and we felt as though it's an organization, it's a project that all women in the community would want to be involved. And so we thought it was necessary to collaborate with various women organizations within the Tri-County area to present a series of workshops.
That's right, those workshops that Laura's been talking about on long-term care. You know, I think, and I do want to make a correction, and you let me know, in case anyone's listening, you know, people love history. Dorothy Height passed in 2010.
Yes.
Yeah, 2010, yeah.
Yes.
So we want to make that correction. One thing about this is that as we're talking about long-term care, you know, people say AARP. They think that's for old people, but that's not for old people, right?
Right. You know, AARP was actually created by a single woman who was a caregiver, and she was 32 years old, and she realized that retired teachers didn't have the insurance and pensions that they needed for their future. So she created, Retired Teachers Association, and then a doctor came in with her, another woman came in and created the AARP. And it was specifically designed originally for women, to help educate women and to help women with planning.
That's right. And that's the one thing, Laura and Andrea, that I'm grateful that we're sitting here together today talking about educating women, because it's so important. Women are the heads of households. I'm not knocking you, men, don't get me wrong. But women have become the head of households. We're taking care of parents now, and as you said, baby boomers are retiring. We are now taking care of our parents. And so therefore, when you talk about planning for long-term care, it's so important for our community. And I think that's one of the things that I want you to really understand about this particular program. You're going to get a wealth of information, and these women here that you've met throughout the whole show are really involved in making sure that you know that. Last thing that you'd like to say, Laura, about the planning for long-term care.
The planning for long-term care actually involves making sure that your home and community is adaptable to what your needs are going to be, technology to help you stay independent, areas to help you live healthier, and what is long-term care, what resources are out there when you need them. And that's some of the things that we're going to be talking about when we do this workshop. This is the book that we're going to be using as a handout. So it'll be a great presentation and really a lot of great information.
I know it will. Thank you so much, Laura. And Andrea, the last thing that you'd like to say, you got about 10 seconds.
I would like to encourage women to please come out and support this effort. And we're an organization that stands to support all women.
All right. Well, you hear that. Support all women. That's the key. We're here at the YWCA. It's eliminating racism and empowering women. More importantly, it's about stand against racism. Okay? Ladies, thank you so much for being on the show. Laura and Andrea, thank you for being on the show. We'll be right back.